Welcome to the 7-day Cannabis Yoga Challenge. This is day 1. Good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Let's tune in to 3 deep, powerful breaths. Today we're going to focus on really getting into the body and connecting with our breath and really listening to what's going on within us, within our body, within our mind, within our emotions and our heart, and within our spirit. And if this is the first time you're ever hearing it, your mind isn't just like your brain and your mind are 2 different things. So your brain is here, but your mind is it. You have a mind in every cell, in every area of your body has a mind of its own. So if we could really tune into the language of our body and what kind of mirrors out in our life and really listen how it makes us feel, and we can move through the emotions, move through the thoughts, move through the feelings in our practice, supported by cannabis, wellness practices, and yoga therapy. You can transform your own well-being. You can overcome chronic issues and illnesses. I personally know from healing with cannabis and yoga for 16 years and healing so many different issues that doctors couldn't help me with, even things where I've had surgery and still had issues. So I believe in this practice to be better than therapy. So let's enjoy this 7-day challenge and utilize this as a vehicle for you to feel better, to heal, and to evolve into a new way of caring for yourself that's sustainable and exciting and empowering, okay? So you can bring your hands into prayer position. And just be tuning into your body, tuning out of everything else. Allow your hands to support you and the pressure to hold you. Inhale and exhale deeply from your belly to the crown. And exhale, open mouth, exhale. Inhale, sitting up tall. Hold it. And exhale. Inhale from your feet so that the breath goes through your entire body, back to the crown of your head. So imagine you're pulling the air from the earth beneath you, and you're receiving oxygen from the earth beneath you. And then imagine your head opening and just releasing that into the ethers, and imagining this channel of energy moving through you, and just allowing the breath to be expansive, allowing the breath to purify you, okay? Feel that life force energy, even before the cannabis, right? That life force energy is something you want to work with powerfully. Not just over the next 7 days, but if you can really take that from this experience and really understand that, how can I activate my own life force as the first thing every single day? Not what do I need to do for the day, what all the things outside of ourselves, like how can I activate my own internal being and life force energy that's within me? Because that is the healing energy. That is the currency. That's what's going to override any weirdness, resistance, negative emotion, illnesses, issues. You have the power. This is a self-healing mechanism, okay? All right, so grab a drink, take a sip, let that, really feel that, letting that activate something, whether it's water, where most of us is water, or fresh juice, something that's gonna really electrify us and activate us, okay? And then we're gonna work with our cannabis. We wanna make sure we're hydrated and we're in tune with ourselves before working with a plant and bringing any outside substance in. This is a psychedelic. If you're working with CBD oil, It is non-psychoactive, there's no high, so you're getting the medicinal benefits of the plant without the high. If you are working with THC, this is psychoactive. If you're new to it, I highly suggest just working with CBD oil to begin with, and then over time as you're called, to really experiment and explore and work with either a trusted friend and confidant that you know has experience with cannabis, or a professional who's been doing this for a long time and trained to help and support. So, and then there's our friends at Leaf 411 Nurse Network, okay? So you got options, but in the membership studio, we can support you in your own personal healing journey, okay? So grab your cannabis of choice and work with that, but that setting the space, setting the foundation, you are the most important in the whole picture. You know, cannabis, yoga, wellness practices, these are tools to support your union with yourself. So cheers. So if you are new to me, my name is Antonina, and I am the founder of Green Gods Wellness, a cannabis yoga and wellness studio. So many of you who are doing this challenge have been journeying with us for a little bit. Maybe you're completely new. Welcome, thank you. I'm so eager to know you and to connect with you. So please reach out, however you're called, either DM, our website, email. I want to know you along this journey, along this challenge. I want to support you in this process. Okay. So I'm working with some THC, actually light shade. I'm based in Colorado, so I have incredible access to weed, which I'm cannabis, and I'm grateful for. I'm always gonna call it weed wellness. So it is what it is. And now this is, what I'm working with is more of a indica dominant right now, but that's more of like a nighttime where you want to mellow out your body. If you need energy and you need something more active and you already kind of in that slower pace energy or kind of a depression state, then a more sativa would be benefit. That gives you more energy. It's more of a head high versus that body. If you want to slow down or you have pain or you're tired, the indica. The sativa is if you want to be creative or do things or go work out or go adventure, whatever it is. So, but it's different for everyone. So you gotta just find your strains and experiment. And let me tell you, cannabis never killed anybody, not a single soul or human being on this planet. All right, so don't be afraid. Just, if it brings up feelings, you move through them. But in the beginning, yes, you want to prepare yourself and have people around you who could support you in what you're feeling. All right, so let's work with our cannabis. Let's call in the spirit of cannabis. Maybe that was a huge part of this. Oh, excuse me, 1 second. We have plenty of lighters and somehow they disappear. So needless to say, you, the spirit of cannabis, the presence of our own life force energy, our higher power, invite all of you here to this moment, to this experience, to this transmission, to your practice. Just tune into your intention for this week. And allow cannabis to support you in that. Now I found CBD oil and THC to be extremely effective together, and they do something completely different for me. This, I think of immune system, all my systems functioning, my health, my well-being. I really use THC to move beyond the thought forms or the feelings or the programming, and to consciously navigate beyond them and to integrate. So there's definitely awareness, there's definitely reflection and processing that's necessary. It's not like you just go get high and do the thing. There's some integration time, there's some downtime, there's some sitting with, even after your practice, what is going on and what wants to move through you, you know? So you may have physical pain or emotional stuff or mental, but just being with that through the practice and allowing it to be there and allowing it to move and allowing yourself to nurture. What does your mind need to be nurtured? Does your body need to be nurtured? Is there pain? Instead of wronging what's happening, we're allowing it right now and working with it, okay? All right. You can continue smoking. We're gonna move into practice if you'd like. We really just wanna get into our body, okay? All right. Come back into easy pose, and we're just gonna rotate in circles. We wanna get into those hips, feel in different ways that we don't normally feel. Access that primal energy, that goddess energy. Forget anything else that's happening and just really feel into the body. I'm telling you, this is the most powerful thing. This is your home. This is your power. Not outside you. Without this, you perish. Okay? So, gratitude for your being. And feel into it. Flow into the energy. Feel into your aura, your space, your domain, okay? Inhale deeply. If you want to lean, if you ever feel any stiffness and you just want to pause and breathe, and kind of walk your hands forward now and rotate. And then behind you. And if there's an area you want to stretch into, we just want to scan the body. And notice what's going on. I'm going to do this for a couple of minutes. Okay, and then rotate in the opposite direction. Know why you're here. Know what you need. This week you're going to learn many different practices to support you in solidifying your own daily practice for your own healing and well-being. Okay, then walk your hands back out. Go in the opposite direction that you're going. Remember, we are creatures on this earth. We have become a lot of human doings instead of the powerful human being we are. Okay? So walk yourself from here forward onto all fours. Okay? And we're going to move into cat-cow. So all fours, flat back, neck back. Your knees are in alignment with your hips, and your hands are in alignment with your elbows and your shoulders, okay? So inhale, look up, the spine rounds, the belly drops. And exhale, the head drops. The back caves and the belly caves like a cat. We call this cat. And then we reverse. Cow. Cat. Okay, so cat, cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. We want to speed this up a little bit, okay? We're going to be here for a minute. We age in our spine, so if we can move our spine daily, we can really access the youth and the vitality. You're not stiff. If you're stiff in life, you're stiff in your body. To reverse that or heal it, you just move your body different. feel into your body. Notice what your body needs. When you're ready, come to seated on your heels and rest your forehead onto the ground with your arms out straight in front of you, and just rest here into child's pose. Deep exhale, deep sighs. All that stuck energy, just let it go. When you're ready, slowly walk yourself up. One vertebrae at a time, and the head comes up last. Whew. Sometimes the most basic postures are the things that really help us the most, and understanding that is really powerful, because a true yogi knows it's not about all the fancy postures. Yes, they're more advanced postures, but the posture supports you in accessing deeper and deeper layers of yourself and clearing and evolving. So if you find a posture or a practice that really supports you, utilize it and keep doing it and master it, and master your own sense of self and well-being. So if you do something daily, it's not like, oh, I'm doing the same thing every day. You become different with the same posture. So if you find something in over the next 7 days that you really want to incorporate into your daily life, then utilize that. I already feel better, okay? All right, we're gonna do it's called Ego Eradicator. So this is a Kundalini practice, and your arms come up. I find this to be very helpful because if you're new to yoga, here's a posture, here's something with breath work. The breath is very clearing of this lower chakra, solar plexus area, the gut feelings. So the breath, learning how to work with the breath, utilizing a posture and working with the mantra music is really all you need, and supported by your cannabis and something to hydrate always, and then maybe a notebook to reflect, and you are good. All right, so Ego Eradicator, we're gonna get into this. So arms come up, they're not in 90 degrees, so it's 60 degrees. Your thumbs are out, your fingers fold into the pads of your hands, and your arms are in 60 degrees. Shoulders up, round back, spine is up tall and straight. You want that kind of neck lock. Open the shoulders, chest out, okay? And we're gonna, that ego identity we created to survive, we're really kind of piercing through that. Okay, so breath of fire here. Breathing from the navel, inhale, exhale, inhale, and then let it go. Imagining your practice, this breath is clearing you. The breath is the purifier. So the emotions, the difficult emotions, the difficult feelings, the difficult thoughts, this breath, something like this would be very helpful for a minute or 3 minutes to navigate. your thumbs to touch, fingers straight up, arms straight up above the head. Squeeze the entire body, squeeze every cell, every muscle fiber, squeeze the root lock, your sex organs, your navel, your butt, just squeeze it all. Tight, tight, tight. Inhale, stretch up, up, up. Create space in your body. And exhale, relax and release. Let's open up the shoulder area. Grab your shoulders like this with your hands. Grab your shoulders. Inhale to the left and exhale to the right, okay? The twist, keep going, is detoxifying. So imagine wringing out the towel. Inhale and exhale, wringing out the stuff. Anything that's not serving you. Anything that's difficult for you. Anything you want to move beyond. Anyone else's bullshit. Let it go. Inhale, feel it, bring it up, and let it go. Sit up tall and relax. Okay, bring your feet out in front of you and just rock the knees side to side. Kind of get into those hips. Ooh, your back may crack in a good way. Moving your body differently than you're used to is really the key to accessing new states of being within you that exist and moving through the status quo and the same old, same old. If you want to do something differently, you gotta do something differently. If you want to feel differently, you gotta feel differently, okay? So how you do that? Your Cannabis Yoga practice. All right, so bring your legs straight out in front of you. And you can just grab your ankles and just allow your body to hang, okay? No efforting. We're moving into like a Yin Posture, okay? So no efforting. You can grab a block or a pillow or a bolster if you have it, or just something that, a pillow would be great. You just fold the pillow and you could just hold it right here. And we really want to release that kind of lower area in our back and allow our spine to hang heavy. So your legs are out in kind of a V, and you're not forcing. You're literally allowing the posture to open you up, and you're just folding forward. And you'll see this is my body without moving into the posture, okay? And then the yin is really opening up the connective tissue called the fascia underneath the muscles. So we are flexible, but if we're not utilizing our practice, we stay inflexible. So this posture will open you. Ready? Just breathe and be here. And allow the release to occur. You can walk your hands out more, the more you feel your spine open, your hips. You want to breathe through that. You can lift your butt if you need to, but the more you relax your body, the more it will open. You feel the stiffness, you'll feel the emotions you're holding on to. Acknowledge them, it's okay. When you're ready, slowly, extremely slowly walk yourself up. We're gonna move into this position a little bit more. Bring your legs back into easy pose so you can close your feet to touch. Okay, and we're gonna come back into this. Okay, you don't need the prop if you don't want. You can walk your hands out in front of you and just forward fold. If that's too much, use the pillow or use a block to start, and your body will open up. You can feel your body and your spine elongating and opening. And so much of us sit that being able to kind of support this more. We're gonna do the reverse of this as well. So when you're ready, come out of that. Come to a seated position, and you could either, if you have no props, you can just lay flat. Bring your feet to touch, okay? And then you're gonna come back and just lay. And place your hand on your heart and your other hand on your belly. Okay. If you'd like to deepen this posture and the stretch, you can put a block behind your heart. This is called Anahatasana. This is a really, really powerful heart opener, but also very deep hip opener and just entire being opener, I found. Okay, and just breathe and be here. If you do have a block and want to come out of it, put your hands on the ground and slowly walk yourself up, okay? Otherwise, we'll just be here for another minute. Okay, slowly come up, or if you're laying flat, bring your knees together to touch and then come up. Whew. Okay, we can work with our cannabis a little bit and then just breathe and drop into a little meditation to close. Thank you for being here. Thank you for practicing. I'm really excited to see how this supports you powerfully over the next 7 days and learning new tools and things to incorporate in your practice. And really commit intentionally to working with cannabis, wellness practices, and yoga in a very deliberate way that helps you tremendously. Whew. We're gonna get up in just a moment. What I'm feeling is an actual movement meditation. The higher energy meditation. Okay, so I'm gonna fix this really quick so you can see. All right. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to work with this. So you're standing up and you're just twisting. And you're twisting back and you're just hitting your hips. Okay? And you just want to tap every part of your body and just move that chi.
I'm the master of this space. Me within me is the purity.
This is a great way to move energy, to tap into your flow if you're feeling frumpy or just some weird energy.
Me within me is the grace. I'm the master of this space.
Woo! You fold forward and just hang and just rock side to side. Just let it all go. Past, present, thoughts about the future, let it go. And then come to a squat. Just be here. Bring your hands together into prayer. And repeat after me in Yogi Bhajan. I am the master of this space. I am the master of this space. I am the master of this space. Bring your hands above. Look up, look up. Receive everything you need for the day. Don't look down, look up. Look up, look up. Bring your hands into prayer. Close your eyes. Come to seated on your shins and your heels. If you can't, you can just sit in the easy pose. It's fine. Woo!
I'm the master of this space.
Alrighty. If you have a lot of energy, don't suppress that energy, whether it feels negative or positive. Like, work with it. How can we channel it? How can we navigate? How can we move? And allowing your practice to support you in the energy, meeting the energy where it's at and flowing with it, so that you're in allowance of your own experience, that you're not resisting or rejecting or creating more illness by not allowing. Your body is self-healing. If you allow it to be in the state that it is, it will naturally move. Just help it with your practice, okay? So, thank you. Let's take some blah, blah, blah. 3 deep breaths to close out. Whew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Deep breaths. Inhale. Squeeze the entire body. And exhale. Inhale, biggest breath you've taken all day. Open mouth, exhale, lion's breath, tongue out. And Put out your good vibes into the universe today, into your own experience, into your own life. And I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of our 7-day Cannabis Yoga Challenge. Okay? I'm excited to see how this shifts and lifts things for you in a powerful way. Satnam.